Hi, I'm sitting at Mrs. McDonald's desk today because she is absent, so I'm teaching everybody. So it's a little different background there. I wanted to talk to you about first your social studies and then math. So we'll just do one big video, okay? The first one is social studies. We're going to talk about travel over time, how it has changed, and then here on the back you're going to draw me what is the same and what is different about the modern bike, other side, the modern bike, and then this old-timey bike, okay? So tell me what's the same, what's different on there. And then the other one here is how we communicate over time. So when we started with letter writing and the Pony Express, and we're all the way to email, tablets, FaceTime, things like that. And then I want you to just tell me your favorite way to communicate. What is your favorite way? How do you like to talk to people? And that is your social studies. We are done with social studies after that. I'm so excited. And then for math, you have the rest of your math and your math test. And then you're set. Then you're done. That's it. School is done. So we're talking about decomposing shapes. So first you're going to have a shape, and then you're going to divide it into two pieces. So we're looking here at this one, right? So you have a rectangle. Could you make two squares with that rectangle? How about the square? What could you do to make it a rectangle or make it two rectangles? Could you draw a line through it? Could you draw a line that way? How could you make this shape, right? Oh, it's so backwards. How can we make this shape a trapezoid? What could you do? Trapezoids, remember, trapezoids are the shapes that have a short top and then a long bottom. Okay? And then how could you make this one two triangles? How could you make two triangles out of this one? And then here's, how could you make two pentagons, which means five sides? How could you do five-sided shapes? Same thing here. You're going to do how many squares make the shape, and what's the name of the shape? So how many squares is making this shape, and what's the name of it? And then over here, same thing. How many squares, and what's the name of it? And then over here, look at, we have these two shapes, and they're just, if we were to decompose this one right here is called a trapezoid. Do you see this? The trapezoid has a square and a triangle. So you're going to write square and triangle. And this trapezoid right here, it has a square and two triangles. And this one is a hexagon. See that shape? What is the hexagon made up of? Two pentagrams. And then here you've got two trapezoids and two triangles. So you're going to write those things on there you can do that. Then we're going to talk about 3D solid figures. So, excuse me. Here you have the square, right? This is a square. If you were to turn that 3D, it would be called a cube right here. You also would have a rectangle. You have a cylinder. You have a cone and a sphere, okay? Each of those objects you can find around the world, and you will use them regularly. On a cone, it's kind of crazy because a cone has both a flat side, because the ice cream cone, the flat part on the ice cream cone, and then it also has a curved edge, and it can roll, but you can also stack it or slide it. So what they mean by stack and slide is, let's just say we have this one. This is a cylinder and this is a cylinder, right? It's round, but it's also got a flat side, so you can stand it up on top of something else like that. See? So you can stack it, or you could slide it to the side and set it down. That's what they're wanting you to understand, is the stacking and the sliding. Can you do that with, can you roll a box? No, you can't. But can you stack a box? Absolutely you can. That's what they're trying to get you to understand. Then you have a prism. Now a prism is when you can see through a shape. So a clear box, or a greenhouse, or a bottle, all of those would be a prism. So you've got these ones right here. You got rectangular prisms, you've got triangular prisms, you have square prisms, pentagonal prisms. You see this pentagonal prism? Okay, and then you're going to draw a square prism here. And a square prism, it's not too bad. You just draw a square, and then you angle some lines and put some dots there. So give it a shot. It's pretty cool. Okay, then you're going to talk about solid figures. Solid figures will have a flat surface, and the flat surface is called the face. Do you see this? This is flat surface right here is the face. Your face is the part that you're going to see, the flat part of you. Then on the sides, the points here, this is called the edge. So if you look here, On the sphere, there are no edges. It's all perfectly round. But on a square, you're going to have an edge and you're going to have a face. And same thing with a cylinder. You have both a curved spot, but you also have an edge at the same time. So you have a face and an edge. And then you're going to tell me on here, don't get tricked. Some of them have two shapes. Look at this rectangular prism right here. Look at that. Do you see the square and the rectangle? Do you see how the rectangular prism has both a square and a rectangle? Now, a triangular prism, what does it have? It has a rectangle and a triangle. So don't get tricked by those, okay? And then we're doing perimeter. Perimeter is great. It's really fun because it's really easy adding. So what you're going to do is you're going to add. You're going to need a ruler. You're going to measure each side. And then this is nice. It's colored for you. So the purple you'll put in purple. The green you'll put in green. The orange you'll put in orange. And the blue you'll put in blue. And you'll add them all together. And then you'll tell me the perimeter in whatever unit it is. So inches or yards, whatever it is. Okay? And then you just add them all together. So like this one right here, look. This one right here, I'm just going to tell you, is 1 inch all the way around. 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. So it's 4 inches. That's perimeter. It's not too bad. And then you're going to do the same thing on the back. All right? So then it's review and test. So there you go. That's it. That's it for math. Finishing up the shapes. And that's it. You're done. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. So I'm going to leave this out for you, and then you'll have it when we're ready, okay?